Alright, so one of the first settings that I changed was in gameplay. Go to gameplay. I am using classic controls just because that is what I'm used to. Streamlined is like a little bit like weird actually to me, so classic is what I recommend for anybody who's used to skate. Now, the first thing I changed is flick it sensitivity. I think on default it's at 50. I just did it at 100 because this makes it so that whenever you're using the flick of the analog stick, it actually translates to a decent height, and you're able to actually get onto like benches and things like that way easier when you're doing a trick. One of the issues I had with it being on default was that every time I would try to do a trick, I would not get enough height in order to get onto a ledge or anything like that to do a grind, to continue a combo or anything like that. It was just a little wonky. Also, I forgot that my thing was all the way up here. That was my bad. I should probably change this. I don't need to be at the very top of this building. Which I found out that there's actually a mission that requires you to climb that, and I went ahead and climbed it without doing the mission, and I'm gonna have to do it again at some point. But let's set the marker down here. But yeah, so basically whenever with this setting at 100, every time you do a flick, you are able to get way more pop on your skateboard and be able to land easily, more easily I should say, onto benches and be able to do grinds and stuff like that. Before it would happen occasionally, but they had it more realistic in a way where you really needed to make sure your analog stick was all the way down and be able to get more pop on the air in order to get up. And I didn't really care for that. I just wanted to, like, I visualize what I'm trying to do and I want it to happen. I don't need it to be that crazy. I mean, even still, it doesn't always work because if you don't have enough speed, it goes based off of how fast you're going as well. And so if you don't have enough pop, you're not going to be able to land everything. This really helps when it comes to clearing like hedges and over any type of like rails or anything like that. So like rails that are like this high, I would always sometimes be like this and it would fail all the time. And so it just makes it easier to get onto those high rails. So I recommend putting it to 100 so you don't have to deal with it. Another setting that I changed is the grind assist amount. I believe on default it is around like 80 or so, which makes it so that whatever you run into, it's just going to turn into a grind, especially like curbs. I made it so that it's at 20 so that whenever I'm riding around, I'm not having to deal with my guy automatically trying to just grind onto something that is at the same level. This always happens when I'm like skating on the road or anything like that. He just will run into it now. He won't go and just grind instead. This really is helpful when it comes to intentionally trying to grind something that you want to do. But yeah, there you have it. Those are the settings that I would change. And I'm like I said, this game is pretty chill. And they always reset these dailies, so you're just going back and doing the same dailies over and over and over until you get to level 10 in each zone. So I've kind of just been going through and doing all these and having a really good time. Let's go ahead and actually do a couple challenges just to finish off this video here, just to show you guys the settings and work and see how it all works. So let's go ahead and just do these. I'm almost level 10 in this zone, so let's go ahead and get through here. But yeah, I'm having a really fun time playing this game. This game is just a really chill time and nothing really... I'm not expecting anything really of just, I want to hop on for an hour, do some skateboard tricks, and then call it a day, and then come back later. It's pretty fun. I really enjoy it. Alright, so I gotta get a 1500 points, a flip trick over the shrubs, a manual, the crosswalk. This one's pretty easy. Okay. I said it was easy, and then I crashed. Alright. I got this. There you go. Now this is where the flip trick... Oh my god, what was that? Alright. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, don't hit the cars because they'll launch you out of space. Cleared that. Gotta get over this curb. Alright, then we gotta do a manual across the sidewalk. Alright, damn it. Alright, we're gonna redo that again. I have everything already done. I'm just gonna go backwards and redo that again without resetting. Here we go. That was bad. I hit the curb. Make this look way better than what it was. Come on. And then flip. There we go. Oh, and then I gotta clear this. Oh, that was kind of cool. That was pretty cool. All right, there we have it. Nice little shut it down with everything at 4. Yeah, it also helps with that pop of the flick it sensitivity. When you're trying to do a pop out of like a manual and anything like that, it's a little bit less realistic, and you're able to get more air and actually continue onto different platforms without the risk of it saying you didn't get enough air and then you don't hit the curb or the railing. So I noticed that was a huge difference. Like, I'm now clearing all of these lips and all that pretty simple. I can now do a lot better transitions, and it just makes the game more fun in my opinion. But there you have it. I just want to show you guys my settings, and this is what I would recommend if you're all having a little bit of issues when it comes to trying to get transitions or trying to get more air off the pop of the board and being able to do a whole bunch of stuff. So there you have it. Thanks again for watching this one, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.